Hello, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and I have a question here from Video Viewer, and that's his name. Not just that he's a viewer, but you know. He says he's a future game maker. I plan on making a game with friends at school who know how to make games in C++ and do modeling. I am starting to learn C++ myself and hope to sell the game. You recently said in your What Sales Software video that game makers should go through us when selling, us being MarkeeDragon.com, when selling the games. And it seems like great for me. He's talking about me. But why should I go through you and not Steam? Could I go through both Steam and you for selling games? Well, you know, that's a very good question. And, you know, I think that Steam has its own place, we have our own place. And we are a lot more niche-y than Steam. Steam has all these games. They're a huge company. And you know, I know a lot of the guys at Valve, and they've done a phenomenal job there. They have a really interesting culture there at the workplace and stuff. It provides for a lot of longevity for a lot of people there. Typical game industry, they move from jump ship, keep moving around, you know, game to game to game, and you know, company to company to company, and the guys at Valve, it seems to be a bit different. At least the ones that I know have been there forever. So, anyway, why choose MarkeeDragon.com over someplace else? Well, we actually have had many opportunities to request exclusivity of sales for games or for different types of games and stuff. And you know, that's one question that when we're talking to game publishers, they ask if we want that and everything. And I have always been, no, I don't want that. May the best company, best company win. And what I mean by that is that we focus on some of the things that Valve can't, or that Steam can't. And so we're a smaller company, which allows us to do some things that the bigger companies can't do. Now, one of the things that we do is that we help market the games as well. We help market and promote them. Not only do we do sales, so we don't just add it to the store and say, forget it. We actually try and work with the community. Now, Steam will tell you that they try and do all these things, but they're not nearly as nimble as we are. And we can focus on the things that are not being provided by Steam. So that's part of, you know, having a company and looking for your niche. We don't have to be, you know, MarkeeDragon.com doesn't have to be as big as Steam. Doesn't have to be, I mean, if we grew that big, fine. No problem with that, but that's not been our goal. Our goal has been to offer certain games that fit our business model, but that we can provide as awesome a support as possible. And I've done some other videos about Steam, about how they, you know, refusing refunds and other stuff, and they've made some changes over time and improved some things. And I'm sure there's things that could be complained about with us too. Now, so I don't think it's a choice of us or them or anyone else. I think that that we are one of the cogs in the wheel that make the games go round, and we're just happy to be a part of that and, you know, fill our spot on that. There's plenty of other game sellers out there and stuff, and they all have their spots too, whether they realize it or not. Some of them are just in it for money. Some of them are in it for love. I'm in it for the love of games. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm not a bus driver, truck driver, policeman, whatever. those were all things that I thought I was going to do. And in fact, I tried out for Police Academy. I took the first test for the State Police Academy, and when I was a lot younger, and I passed, and they invited me to, progress through, to go through academy and stuff, and ended up turning that down. And I was a bus driver for 4 years. I drove city bus, and I was a truck driver for a couple of years too. Now, the reason I bring those up is because I decided that I wanted to do what I loved to do, and then that way it would be not work. It's not a job. I do this because I love it. If I could have all the bills covered and live like I do right now, which is not extravagant. I mean, I have this beautiful lake behind us, but I tell you, the housing market in Florida is really depressed. And so if I had a view like this, lived on a lake like this back in Oregon, where I came from, it would cost me 3 to 5 times as much money as what it cost me to live right here. And so I got really lucky. And if my stuff was covered and I didn't have to worry about anything else, I would just do this stuff all day for free because I love it. So anyway, back to your question, why choose? Do both. Do multiple. They can coexist together. We do support games that work on Steam as well, and Steam has their own redemption system and everything for let's take it for example, Infestation, which we sell. We have codes that equal gold in the game. We have the new account codes. Steam sells the game as well. And on the flip side, Steam also, whenever you make a purchase in Infestation through Steam, it goes through the Steam stuff. When you do it outside of Steam, it goes through another company, which that's where our codes work. And so it, they both can coexist, and both of us can promote the games and make it all work. So anyway, do consider us whenever you've got your game up and running. We're very picky though. We probably take a hard look at probably 10 games for every one that we add, and we have some really interesting things that we offer the game companies. But on the flip side, it's only when it's a good match. Because not only you as a game developer, you interviewing us as to whether or not you'd want us to sell your game, but we interview you back to make sure that it would be a good match, that it's something that's going to go long term and that will be beneficial for all, and a spot where we can really shine, giving stellar customer support and stuff. So that's what we love to do. Hope that answers your question. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care.